Well, hi there, food friends. It's Kevin.
And Marianne behind the camera.
And welcome to Cavalcade of Food. And Mare, today we're going to do a little baking. We are going to make bran bread. I love bran bread, bran muffins, we like our bran. Kind of keeps things on the regular. And it just tastes good. It has a nice weedy taste to it. So today we're going to use a recipe that came to me from, our friend Lisa?
Yes, I do.
Well, Lisa went to the Iowa State Fair last year. And she came back with all kinds of reports about the experience. And she brought me back a cookbook from the Iowa State Fair, which was a wonderful collection of recipes throughout, 100 and some years of the fair, as well as a lot of the history of the fair. We'd like to get there someday. And maybe some of you watching have been to the Iowa State Fair, or maybe you have a wonderful state fair in your home state. I'd love to hear about it. Put it in the comments. Well, a woman named Beulah Schenck, who in 1924 was put in charge of the Iowa State Fair Culinary Department and kind of oversaw all the food offerings at the fair and judging and things like that. Before, back in the early teens of the 20th century, Beulah Schenck was a food writer. And she wrote for, I want to make sure I get it right, the Audubon County Journal, which was the newspaper of record in Audubon County, Iowa, which is a small, very rural county in Iowa. And this is her recipe. So I love the history that goes with this recipe. And frankly, the recipe's from about 1917, thereabouts, during World War I. She developed this recipe, and I'm looking forward to making it. So, let's do it, Mare. Get baking. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, Mare, is mix up our dry ingredients. Isn't that beautiful?
Yes.
That is wheat bran. Now you're like, well, where would I find wheat bran? Well, if you're in a big metropolitan area and you have a big supermarket, they might likely have it in the baking section where they sell all the flours and things of that sort. I'm lucky to live near a bulk food store where, look, this big bag, and it's already half gone, was $1.13. How's that? Of wheat bran. Now, the other thing you can use instead, if you don't have wheat bran like this, is you can take bran cereal, bran flakes,
yeah,
right, and put it in your food processor and pulverize it into pieces like this, okay, and do it that way. So I've got 1 3/4 cup of bran I'm putting in, all right? Now this is what we call a quick bread, Mare, which means it uses, it doesn't use yeast, it uses a different leavener like baking powder. So I've got here, we're going to put in 3 teaspoons of baking powder. Okay? Then we're going to put in 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of cinnamon. Let's put that in there. And we are going to just mix all this together. And that's our dry. I also love things where you don't have to haul out a mixer. Do you know what I mean? Like a hand mixer, your stand mixer. This is easily done just in a couple of bowls by hand. Okay, so there's that. Now, oh, by the way, We're preheating the oven to 350 degrees. Now in this bowl, I got an egg here, one large egg, and let's beat that up. Our whisk. I've got a cup of milk. I'm using whole milk here. Have your egg, have your milk about room temperature. It would be helpful if you can. Then, Mare, I'm going to put in some vegetable oil, 2 tablespoons to be exact. One and a 2. And then finally, we're not using any sugar in this recipe, Mare. To sweeten, we're going to use some molasses, which of course is if I can open the jar, we're going to use it, is a byproduct of the sugar refining process. I used the oil. We're going to put in 3 tablespoons of molasses. One. I did the oil first because I wanted the measuring spoon to be oiled up. See how easy that molasses comes off?
Yes.
2. And then 1 more. 3. All right, so that's it. So we don't need any additional sweeteners, but let's whisk all this together. Kind of get that molasses dissolved in the milk. Get that nice sort of caramel color there. You know, this is a very old-fashioned kind of flavor. Molasses always makes me sort of think of old time. And when you think that this recipe is more than 100 years old, it's kind of fun. All right, so we've got our liquid, and we're going to add it to our bran mixture here. Let me get a spatula so that we get every drop of this in here. Okay, and we're going to mix this up. You really want the bran to get saturated and moistened, and sometimes you might even want to let it sit for a minute or 2. You see how it's coming together?
Yeah.
There. Let it soak up that liquid. Now we've got to add flour. And I've got a cup of flour here. And I'm going to put in about half of it first and stir that in. Should be a fairly thick batter. Beulah noted in her recipe that it should be able to be dropped by the spoonful. It's still a little loose, so it may take the whole cup or close to the whole cup. We'll see. Her recipe said about a cup. So, you know, about a cup. I don't know if that means just shy or what. it was too much less, she might have said 3/4 of a cup, but she said about a cup. So there we go. Again, we want all that flour moistened. Okay? Yeah, I may put the rest of this in. There's not that much left. So let's call it a cup of flour. Okay, now I've got a 9x5 loaf pan, and we will put, there we go, we're going to put all this in there. And now that couldn't have been much easier, right?
Right.
I'm going to spread this out a little bit. Again, our leavener is the baking powder. So, not sure how high this is going to rise, but we will see. We're going to put it in our oven there for 30 to 35 minutes, okay? All right. We're making bran bread on Cavalcade of Food. So it's been about 35 minutes. Oh, it smells good. I can smell that molasses. Oh, it rose nicely. There it is. So with this, we want to do the old tester method, which is just the toothpick. Should come out clean. Tells us it's done. I'm going to give it a minute and take it out of the pan and let it cool on the rack until it's just warm, and then we can cut into it. Here it is. Look at that, Mare. Here is our bran bread. So, it's just slightly warm. It's cooled down. And, Mare, I'm going to cut a slice off the end here. Let's show our friends that crumb. Okay.
Okay.
Now, you could, of course, the natural is to put butter on it. You could put honey on it, would be nice as well.
How about peanut butter?
Yes, you could. That would certainly add a little protein to the equation, but I'm buttering it up. So, this is to Beulah, wherever you are, making your bread from 1917. Wow. You know, you get the hint of the cinnamon. The molasses, the molasses has a sweetness that isn't sweet like sugar, but it's kind of a, what I would call a deep sweet. But the bran. Honey, when you're eating this, you know you're eating something healthy, because you are really getting that wheat bran. I think a slice of this every morning would be just a ticket. Good. I like it. If you wanted it, because the bread isn't super sweet, If you added peanut butter, as you suggested, or honey, it would certainly, or honey butter,
Yeah.
it would certainly sweeten the whole thing up. But very good. I like it. Glad I had this recipe. We'll thank Lisa for giving me that wonderful cookbook from the Iowa State Fair and for this great old recipe. I want to thank my sister for working that camera there.
You're welcome.
We thank our food friends for watching, as always. How do you tell them where they can get the recipe?
Cavalcadefood.com, which is below the video in the description.
That's right. So the recipe will be in the description below the video. The website, you heard her, cavalcadefood.com is the address. Stop by. Check out my other YouTube channel, Always Analog, or join me Saturday mornings for the Cavalcade Radio Hour. 9 to 10 Eastern Standard Time. You can listen from anywhere on planet Earth with the live broadcast stream. The link is on the website. So, we hope everyone is well. Spring is in the air. And we look forward to seeing you again real soon here on Cavalcade of Food. Bye, everybody.
Bye.